welcome back to the Black Birdshed. I'm just going to give you an update on the young we've got at the moment. There's loads. Let's just go through them. Right, so first of all, up here. Well, I haven't had a look. Yeah, I haven't had a look today. So hopefully we don't find anything negative. Okay, so I did find a young one of these chicks that had been tossed the other day. Put the flash on. I believe that there's still 2 left in here, so let's have a look. Yep, there is. That's good news. So these are I'm pretty sure these are chestnut mannikins. That egg is not going to hatch. They're a few days old now. Yeah, it looks like they're being fed really well, so that's good. So we've got a pair of chestnut mannikin chicks. They are, they were hatched on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. We lost the one, and there's the 2 of them. So looking at their colour of their wings, I would say they are definitely going to be mannikins. It was a little bit of I was a bit unsure because there's other birds in that flight. Could have been star finches, but looking at the dark wings, I'm pretty sure they're chestnut mannikins, and that's the birds that are sitting on them and feeding them anyway. Now I've been putting food in for them there on a regular basis, although they do tend to use a lot of the millet. Now in this cage here on the end, which is the one that we had the golden finch pair in, these are the 2 young. Now I've just rung those now, so they've now got rings on. It's the 92nd and 93rd foreign finch that I've bred, or that I've bred, and they've got as far as ringing anyway. I think that one's a cock. It just seems a little bit of a bigger bird, but the mother's quite a big bird and the father's not so big, so it could be that one's taken after her a bit more. Who knows? But they're healthy. They're still asking for food a little bit, but I have noticed that they've also been pecking up the food themselves. So the parents have just popped out now. There is 2 eggs in here. They're definitely not fertile, so I'll be removing those later on today. So we'll drop down to this cage here. This is the they're not in there, they're in the nest box. They're not actually sitting anyway. Well, they are, but they're not on eggs. So there's their hen. That's the yellow-headed parrot finch, and that's the cock. And in here they're just sat on these dummy eggs. So the reason is I've taken those eggs from there and put them down there. Now this is that's good because the cockbird's off the nest. The cockbird's the one that sits really tight on these and it doesn't let you get to see the birds much really. Right, but the hen bird's a little bit easier to interrupt. So we're going to have a look at these now. There was 3 in here the other day, and they are from these 2, this pair up here. So a red-throated and a yellow-headed sea green parrot finch. So let's get the flash on. Let's have a look. She's on the nest at the moment, but well, they're doing fantastic. This is great news. You can see they've got those little bits by the side of their beak. They have similar markings to golden finches, so I believe that they can hybrid with golden finches, and you can, I suppose, if I was to put those eggs in under a golden finch, perhaps it wouldn't be much different. It would probably rear them, but that's fantastic news. So 3 parrot finch chicks doing well, being fostered by those
these Bengalese. There she is up there, and she's down there.
Right, okay, next along, the Moluccan Mannikins. Gorgeous birds, quite small. Now they were previously on 3 eggs, which have 2 have hatched. So let's get the flash on and see if I can show you a picture of these. Problem with this one is I've only got a small hole to look through. So what I need to do is get the camera through the hole and perhaps shine the light through the sides and try and get some sort of focus. Okay, so they're feathering up really well. Fantastic. So, well, in probably be less than a week they may be ready to leave the nest. That's great. That's absolutely great news. So, yeah. So, 2 Mannikin, Moluccan Mannikins, 2 chestnut-breasted Mannikins, 3 Parrot finches. Yeah. Wow. These canaries. Just feeding a chick. Yeah, it looks like there's only 1 hatch there. I can see it. It's a bit hard to see from here, and she's back on the nest. Yeah, there's 1 chick in there, and then an egg that hasn't hatched. That chick hatched yesterday, so it could be that the other egg is no good. We'll see, but that's her own chick. That's not a fostered bird. So this is the father. It's a green, and she's kind of a mocha colour. I don't know what you call her. These are doing really well. They're pecking at food themselves. They're not weaned for perhaps another week now. Right. Okay. There's eggs up in that nest box up there. So let me just get my footstool. Well, I've got a mirror here to try and get an angle on it. Let's get the flash on. Try and get some focus. Okay, so I can see with the mirror there. There's still 2 eggs. Got no focus on it. Yeah, still 3 eggs in there. I have checked them. I believe 2 are fertile. You know what? I didn't even catch what bird that was that came off the nest. I think one of the hybrids is sitting on there, but of course they shouldn't be fertile, but it's likely to be silverbill, or, well, yeah, silverbill I would have thought, looking at the shape of the eggs. Right, okay, what else we got? Yeah, so in the bird room, exciting news is that we've actually got parrot finch chicks, and they're doing really well. So that is just fantastic. Out in the aviary, I've checked a few of the nest boxes. Quite a few have just got eggs in, which there's nothing going on really. But let's see what we're getting on. See what's happening out with those Bengalese, perhaps. So in this side of the aviary, there isn't really a lot going on. There's not a lot going on up there. I thought there was different birds sitting on those. There's about 4 eggs in there, but they're sort of scattered around. They're not really being looked after. However, he is on eggs, I believe, and that's the female, which is his partner. That is one of his daughters. She's going through a heavy molt at the moment, one with a yellow ring. But that's the one that's that yellow. Sorry, that white-breasted blackhead is the hen, and that's the cock. The orange-head one. That green ring bird there is doing well, isn't it? Looks like that's going to be a black-headed hen. Right, now, if he'll move away, we can have a look. Oops, see whether we've got any young. I'll just see if I can get a little bit closer without spooking him. Is he going to let me have a look? If you look at his beak, really orange on the tip. There you go, he's moved away, so let's just get the flash on and see whether there's anything going on in there. Okay, so just eggs at the moment, 4 eggs. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so they've had young before. That would have been very good for me. In fact, the 3 young that are in here are there. He's been fantastic. His original partner, which is the mother of quite a few of these birds, she died in the end of last summer. Sometime last summer. She might have been quite an old bird actually. Now there's a few things going on this side. Whoops, sorting out the focus there. They look lovely, all those colours. That's my favourite though, the red head. I'm going to try and pair him up with the white-breasted one that's going through a molt at the moment, because they're not related. Now we have got a nest around here which has got eggs in. That one in the corner there. There's eggs in there, and I can't see a bird on it at the moment, but star finch has been sitting on that. Nice nest here. I've been throwing a lot more nesting material in the last few days. Eggs in there as well. Nothing over here though. There's only a certain amount of nesting material. They tend to move it from one to another. Down there, it's just a nest, but nothing's going on there. I'll just check this one out. No eggs in that one. This is a lovely nest. Yeah, there's eggs in there. It's hard to tell if they're warm or cold. I don't want to get too far into these. I might just put the camera against here. Right, you can see there the chicks. Their heads looking over the nest box. So we've got. They're probably still a week away from fledging, but you can see we've got pied birds in there. As far as I know, there's nothing else going on that side of the aviary, so we'll leave that. I'll put some more nesting material in. I've also put some of this sort of stuff in, just grasses, and they've been using those to make the nests as well. Right then, have a little look at them from here. That's the parrot finch there. just making that whistling noise. And now I've put the camera on him, he's stopped. He's the cock, he's the spare cock. I've got 2 of them, hoping for a pair, but we had 2 cocks instead. Got some cutthroats. There's a cinnamon yellow throated one there. Or it might be a fawn. Is it fawn? Yeah, possibly fawn. And then there's a red throat normal over there as well. No hens, no, they died. So I will be looking to get some hens later on in the year. There you can see that's fantastic. Just there, still the hen. The black-headed, white-breasted golden hen was begging for some food off the cockbird. He didn't give her any. Just got the one owl finch. The one I bought, which is a fawn owl finch, didn't make it. Still some quite cold nights. May just got wet and died because of the cold. And the young are starting to fledge out quite nicely now. What I noticed with the red-headed one with the purple breast that I've got, it was from a different set of parents, and that was the one that took sort of 8 or 9 months to, or 10 months really, to fledge. To molt out properly. I mean, he's gorgeous now. Let's see if we can get a shot of him. Where is he? No, he's at the top there. You've seen him. Yeah, he's fantastic. It took like months and months to feather out really nicely. And I was wondering whether that's a trait that he's got from his mother, which is the bigger purple-breasted, black-headed golden hen. Yeah, so that's it. Right, I'm going to do a bit more work today on this flight. So what I've got to try and do now is I've got this runner here, which the partitions will slide across. So I'm going to get a partition to go here, and that will slide. Yeah, that will slide across. That will slide across there, and partition this section off from this section. I've got to put one here as well, so I'm going to be putting one along here, and that is so I can put a partition across here, which won't be a solid one, because I want to let as much light in as possible. So I'm probably going to use perspex for that. Because I can't slide that in when there's a box here, but I've made sure that this has been cut short, that there's no obstructions here. So as long as there's no trays in the way, and this isn't in here, this vest box, I should be able to slide one in there as well. And then we'll have the 2 fronts on here and a front on the side. So we're ready to, once I've done this other runner here, which will match up with the top runner, and I'll do a bit at the back as well, then I'll be ready to do the trays, and then we're ready then to put birds in. So a few more weeks possibly. It's just a job I do on my days off. So we're going to go and get some more wood, so that will be some of this architriving, and I've already got a piece that I can put in the middle. In fact, let's show you how that's made. So at the moment that's just not fixed in at all, it's just loose, but I will be gluing that on the end there. Yeah, and it'll be glued on this side before I screw it through. And the reason that's off the ground is so that the trays can go underneath it, and also obviously I can push trays into the corner. So this piece of wood is made up out of 3 pieces of wood. There's a piece in the middle, there's 34mm piece, 12mm wide. That allows me to put a 10mm board through it, and then these two pieces of architriving. And I've got it curved at the back there, curved, so that it will fit in, and I will glue that, and then there's a screw that's going to go through, which is going to fix that in place perfectly off the ground, so that I can run a tray such as that underneath. And if I take the tray out, you know, the birds won't be able to get underneath the gap. So I've got to make another one of these. It's got to be made 3mm longer than this one though, because that's the measurement I've measured there. So I'm going to go and get that now, and we'll see if I can show you what it looks like once I've built it. Catch up with you in a bit. Right, that's it. Okay. I'm not going to fix this in. I'm polyfilling it. So I'm going to wait for the polyfiller to dry off. I'm going to sand it all down, give it an undercoat, touch up the polyfiller, another undercoat, probably then do 2 top coats in the green, and then I'll be happy for it to be fitted. Like this side will be fitted as well. It's not been fitted yet. Yeah, it's just loose. It just helps me measure the trays, get those right. So once I've got the trays measured, and then they will just come underneath like that. So even the deepest piece will just go underneath like that. That's the idea. So a tray, there'll be a tray that goes from, there'll be a tray that goes from there and slides in and out. And that will go up to about there, in the middle of that. And then the other tray, the other front tray, will be over here, and that will go up to there. And we'll go out as far as there. So those 2 trays will just match up with each other. There'll be a cage there and a cage there, and then there'll be trays without a deep edge that will go just right into there, right up into the corner. About here, 2 trays, because I've got to get one to go right around there. So let's have a look, show you what the cage looks like at the moment. So if you use a bird here, you can see the LEDs up there. Nice, quite a big corner piece here. This is about 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot, and about 18 inches high. And then let's get around this side. There you go. So that's the bit just past there, and you can see the LED gives it light. Once I take that partition out there, then that cage, that one over there, can just become part of that one with the perspex on that runner. These will be fixed in with glue, and there won't be any gaps. You can see at the moment. At the moment I'm just basically getting them prepared, and they all match up with the runners at the top. I've checked that that is in line with that, and that is in line with that. I've got to put a strip down there, which I'll put a piece of metal on, like you can see in that one. And a strip of metal down there, and then that'll that just basically this will just clip into it, so there's no gap. Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Yeah, exciting times. Got lots of babies and lots of young coming out the nest, hatching, feathering up, and yeah, it's going to be an exciting few weeks, I think. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching, and please hit the subscribe button if you want more updates, and if you like the video, please hit the thumb up, and any comments, very welcome to and I will reply back to you, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Cheers, thanks very much. See you, bye.